Let's talk about the difference between cloth pads and period underwear. These aren't actual period underwear. They are just a brand new pair that I grabbed up at Walmart to use as a demonstration and for demonstration purposes only. One of the biggest differences between reusable undies and reusable cloth pads are with reusable period underwear, you have to take off multiple pieces of clothing in order to remove them or change, which to me is kind of inconvenient, especially if you are at work or you are out and about for a long period of time. With cloth pads, when you're out and about, it's literally the same as a disposable. It just sits in your underwear and you just unsnap it and you can fold up your soiled pad and you can stick it in your wet bag, which is waterproof. Stick it in your pocket or your purse or your bag, whatever you have with you, and take it home and throw it in the wash, or throw it in your other wet bag with all your other soiled cloth pads until it's time for you to wash them. Now, like I said, with period underwear, you have to take off multiple layers. Like, let's say you're at work, you're gonna have to take off your shoes so you're able to take off your pants and then take off the period underwear. And then you're gonna have to put on a fresh pair of period underwear, pull your pants back on, and then put your shoes on. Now remember, this is not an actual period panty. Period panties will be a little bit thicker and actually have like the absorbency and stuff in them. So you will need probably a larger pad wrapper or wet bag to store them in. So there's really no difference with that aspect of changing it, putting it in a pad wrapper or wet bag, and having to carry it around with you in a purse, your pocket, or if you have a work locker, you could stick it in there too. But in my opinion, cloth pads are way more convenient, so you don't have to be taking off all those extra layers of clothes just to change your soiled undies. We make cloth pads in sizes big enough that can handle super heavy flows. For example, I know I've shown this many times, but it's the only 20-inch pad I have made right now. This is a 20-inch cloth pad, heavy, which gives you really good coverage. And here's it compared to like a standard 12-inch moderate. So you're gonna get a lot more coverage with a 20-inch. If you are a super heavy bleeder and you know you're gonna be working long hours or not being able to get to the bathroom as frequently as you normally will, a larger, heavier absorbency pad is going to help prevent leaking and it making you feel more comfortable with not being able to get to the bathroom as frequently as you would if you were at home. Another style of cloth pads that we make are called gusher pads. Now, if you see, the difference between these two pads is this one has cuts all in the fabric. That was done on purpose, I promise. These cuts and slits all up and down the fabric are what's gonna help catch clots and super heavy flows and help absorb and distribute it so much better. So if you know that you are a super heavy bleeder, if you bleed really fast, if you have gushers are gonna be your go-to. They have all of these extra layers of absorbent fabric that go straight to the main core, which is the super absorbent fabric Zorb. Gushers are gonna be great if you have super heavy flows. A lot of times people can get away with just a regular cloth pad, but you know, sometimes we all need that little extra care down there. But anyway, back to what we were originally talking about, period panties versus cloth pads. What do you think? Let me know. I personally prefer the cloth pads, but period panties are great too, especially for nighttime, overnight, and sleeping stuff. So don't knock period panties, definitely get yourself some. But if you're working throughout the day or you're gonna be out shopping all day, I don't really want to take off my shoes and my pants just to change my underwear. I like cloth pads.